It feels good that the work is paying off, so it feels great.
Dimmy, when you decided I'm going to focus on running back full time, is this what you envisioned, or have you even exceeded your expectations so far?
I exceeded my expectations so far. I was really envisioning, more receptions and things of that nature. But obviously, the game called for me to rush for whatever I rush for. So exceeded my expectations for sure.
Is that like a mentality switch you had to make? How do you go about doing that, I guess?
It wasn't necessarily a switch. It was more of a, focus more on this, So it wasn't really a switch I had to turn on. It was something that's really just natural that comes with my game.
There's not a whole lot of guys in the country can say they rush for close to 100 yards against the Georgia defense. How much pride do you kind of take in the effort and the performance Saturday?
Take a lot of pride in that performance for sure, but just another game to me. That's just my mindset that I go into every game with. It's just another game. It's never a big game. It's always just a game. It's just football. Nothing new.
How bad do you want those extra 2 yards?
Very bad, man. You see, I fumbled, unfortunately. So I was thinking about that all night, as well as that drop catch I had. So there's always room for improvement. I can't never just get complacent and be happy with what I did against Georgia. We got a whole other game this week.
Sorry. I'm sure y'all itching to get back in the end zone this weekend.
Oh yeah, we definitely putting a lot of emphasis on scoring when we get in the red zone, of course. So yeah, we just need to put the ball in the end zone, keep it simple, don't overcomplicate things.
Would you describe the mood, the last couple of days as more encouraged by what you did out here Saturday, or is there still, frustration from maybe not getting enough to get the W?
It's a little bit of both, more of the frustration because, of course, we lost, so we're never too happy with a loss, but we definitely harp on the good things that we did and try to keep guys going and never be in that complacent mindset where guys are just comfortable. So this week is definitely an emphasis on finishing the game out and putting the ball in the end zone.
Dimmy, I think you've explained this before, but where did the Shark nickname come from?
The Shark came from a couple friends from back home, just being that guy on the football field, having that shark mentality. It's kind of like a Mamba mentality, something similar to that, So I'd say friends back home.
What is a shark mentality?
Just always running how I'm running, bringing that physicality to the game, and none under that, bringing that standard to the game. Not even just the game, practice. I'm in practice, or back when I was in high school, I'm in practice, I'm doing extra, bands before practice, and just doing all this extra stuff. So that's the Shark mentality right there.
I know Devin already being here was a big deal when you committed, but when you left NC State, what were you looking for, and what made Kentucky that, especially since Ray was already kind of in the fold at that point?
I was looking for that extra development, getting faster, stronger, just understanding the game better. Of course, NC State bring that to my game, but I felt like this was the fit for me right here. Definitely with Coach Ed and the strength staff, the speed work that we do and all of the technicalities and the little details that comes with Kentucky football.
Coach Boulware done anything specifically that you think has contributed to your ability to play like you have?
Most definitely his edge that he brings to the game, the fieriness, if that's a word, just everything that he brings to the game, man, his attitude and how he gets on me when I don't hit the right hole, or if I'm, seeing things wrong, he's always in my ear telling me, hit this hole or read this a certain way, and pass blocking for sure. He's definitely helped me out with that, understanding the roof, the safeties on the roof, just the whole nine, man. You can't explain. I can't say it in one word or one sentence. He's just a great coach.
He said at one point in the offseason they came to you and said, do you want to be a starting running back? Because we need a starting running back, not a receiver anymore.
Right.
What did that mean to you, and what was that conversation like?
It just showed me how much value I can bring in the running back room. I always was trying to be a versatile guy. Going to slide and going to running back, and it was just too much trying to be all different places at once. He was like, I need you one spot for right now, and then we could talk about motion you out and doing all these other things. So definitely I had to understand my role, and I took that on. So
The competitive and everybody, and everybody just been happy for one another, and just the energy on the field, man. It was just a great environment. Fans came out, showed love, and man, it was just hard night bringing the W home.
We've heard from a lot of people that you guys gained confidence against Georgia. Do you feel that sense?
Of course, but I feel like my confidence has always been there. We just got to keep buying in and keep trusting the process, keep trusting the coaching.
What was the difference between South Carolina week to Georgia? Was it the focus that week in practice?
Yeah, I feel like it was the focus. Coming off a loss, we knew how people thought of us, and we just wanted to change people's perspective because we know what we got, we know what we can do, so we just wanted to come out there and change people's perspectives.
How frustrating is it when you'll have deep shots called and the defense is just playing soft and won't give you anything easy on those deep shots?
It'd be hard, but that's a part of football. So, just doing whatever you do to because if they playing some type of coverage, something else is open. So, just being a team player, honestly, if we seeing something working, why get away from it? Keep doing it and, receive, just do their job.
That 3rd and 8, could you, when you were coming across in that mesh, could you see the green grass in front of you?
Could you? Yes, sir, I could.
It's a tough one.
Are you guys viewing this week almost, you're stepping out of conference play, kind of a palate cleanser, get on track, get what we call them hopefully, and get ready for another group of ranked opponents coming up?
Honestly, we taking this week just how we'll take any other week. We'll never take nobody lightly. So, we hitting the gas, all practices, just trying to get back in the win column.
Y'all feel like y'all kind of found something on offense in that Georgia game?
Yeah. We always kind of knew what type of offense we had. We just had to put the pieces together, man. That's all. So after the South Carolina game, things didn't go our way. We went back to the film room, made corrections, and we just came out and played.
Was it tough? Kind of. I can't imagine what it was like going to practice on Monday or Tuesday last week. But could you feel that the team had bought in and was ready to respond?
Yeah. I could tell that our execution and our focus to detail from day one, from the start on Monday, after watching film, everybody was locked in. It wasn't, getting rid of all the giggles, still having fun, but, I could tell that our focus was just times 10 that day and that week, and, we went out and played well. So.
Do you think that's like going to stick now? Like, hey, we saw what happens when we put it together.
Yeah, that's all it takes, man. It's just one week, one day of just knowing what it takes to go out there and play against a great team like Georgia. We went out there and made corrections, had fun, and it was a close game. We didn't get the win, but we know what it takes now to play up to that level.
What did you guys learn about yourselves against Georgia?
I wouldn't say that we really learned anything about ourselves. I feel like it just took us a minute to finally show what we really can have. You know what I'm saying? I think we all knew what type of team we had, what type of guys we had around us on defense, offense, and special teams, and I just feel like we just need to go out there and play.
You guys itching to get back in the end zone? I mean, that's got to be frustrating. You're doing things right, you're making improvements, but it's not necessarily.
Trying to get in the zone? It's tough. It's tough, but you got to take it one game at a time, one day at a time, man, and we know it all come together when it's supposed to come together.
How frustrating is it when you're like the big play guy and the defense just keeps sitting back and bailing out and taking that away?
I mean, it ain't really that difficult for me mentally. I just got to keep my head in, and when we got a team like that that's sitting over top, just got to be able to hit those shorter passes and turn them into big plays until get them to come down a little bit, then hit those big plays when we need to make them. So I usually keep my head in the game. I'm not really a big emotional guy. Hopefully, that just trickled down to the other guys to keep our heads in it no matter what's going on. And if we have to run the ball to win, that's what we're going to have to do. We do whatever it takes to win. So.
This might sound like a dumb question. Is it harder to catch really, really long punts like that dude was blasting?
Yes. Oh, my gosh. Dude, this is my first year doing punts. So, I was, I'm just back there because Coach trusts me to go back there and make some plays. But the punts are 10 times harder. Freaking Georgia punter, I was looking like this. I was up there. It felt like 20 years the ball was in the sky. But I didn't even get to catch one, which was crazy. He was a good punter. So, they'll be at the minus 45, and I'll have to back all the way up and have my heels on a 10 by, how good of a punter he was. But, punts are scary, but I have confidence in myself.
He even missed one, and it bounced 20 yards.
Yeah, you feel me? So I'm like, man, at this point, I don't even know what to do, Coach.
You see Georgia's defense?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we did some good things in the run game, but obviously not enough. We still came up short of the end goal to win that game, but I think we did a better job communicating, did a better job staying stout in our combinations, trying to own the line of scrimmage. And it's a stout defense. They kept us out of the end zone, which is our ultimate goal. So we got to keep improving on that and find a ways to finish.
things had to be pretty dark here a week ago, pretty rough. What does it say about you guys that you didn't let that kind of drag you down?
Yeah, I'm proud of the team for responding. I think coming out and playing a competitive game speaks just the leadership on this team, and that, you know, this team's talented, it's gritty, and we're not going to quit on a season just because of one game, and we're going to go out and compete every Saturday.
Do you feel that same sense of urgency this week to continue to kind of stack those weeks up?
Yeah, because, I mean, again, it was another L, and we didn't get a win last week. So, obviously, there's the urgency to win football games here, and that's the ultimate goal. And so we fell short of that goal last week, and so we're really urgent to get back out on the field and get a win on Saturday.
Eli, is anything Jimmy has done surprised you guys, considering he was half a wide receiver a year ago, and now he's almost 100 yards against Georgia?
I wouldn't say it surprises us. I mean, if you know the type of guy Dimmy is, I mean, there was never a doubt that he was going to run hard and run behind his pads. And he's a guy that loves football. He loves being here, and we love blocking for him. And so to see him get the opportunity to get those many carries and what he can do with it wasn't anything that surprised us. We were just happy to see him do it and get a chance to showcase what he can do on the field.
What do you think perhaps the missing piece may be, Eli, to just getting in the end zone you have the past couple games?
Yeah, I just think just some more detailed execution. The plays are there, and you come up and ensure 11 guys have to be exactly on the right spot every single play for those big plays to happen, especially against a good defense. And we were just one thing short on whatever the play was. We had opportunities, and the plays were there. We just got to go make them.
Is there a trend of what that one detail was on a couple of occasions?
No, not really. It's just all throughout. It could have been anything.
You've been around a long time now, and I think you've faced a couple of MAC teams. What is the kind of mindset that's needed to go into a game like this and know that, you know, it's not a pushover?
Well, no, absolutely not. I mean, the MAC's it's Division I football, scholarship football program. They're a competitive football team. It's a competitive conference, and they're going to come in and they're not going to hand you anything. This is a big game for them, and we talk about all the time. For their NFL hopefuls on their roster, the first game they're going to flip on will be against an SEC opponent. They want to see what they did against what's supposed to be the best conference in football. So they're going to come out here and play with a great sense of urgency. They're going to play through the echo of the whistle, and we have to make them match our intensity going into the week. They're going to play hard, and we have to match it.
Eli, how much improvement do you feel like the offensive line showed from the South Carolina game through the Georgia game, even if the result was the same in terms of a loss?
I think the improvement was evident, but obviously we still fell short. We're never a finished product going in, especially this early in the season. I'd say we really worked hard on cleaning things up from last week, but there's still some more things on film that came up we got to focus on this week going into Ohio.
In that game, playing that type of defense, it can help you guys moving forward.
I mean, we just looked at it as a like you said, a learning opportunity. Just keep improving, just getting better every day, every week, every game, and just on to the next and just learn from it. You know, make the mental errors. You know, and then just next Saturday we're just gonna come out and play a better brand of football.
What's been the vibe like in that offensive line room the last few days? You guys have had some highs and some lows this season. Coach talked about going back to work. What's it been like this Monday and Tuesday?
Just keep improving every day, every chance that we step out there on that field. Just keep improving, and just keep getting better, so we could put a better brand of football out there.
Coach Soup said you were pretty close to not playing. So how are you just feeling health-wise?
Man, I just wanted to play with my brothers. I know it was a big game, and I just want to give my brothers any chance I can to win. Fortunately, we didn't come out with that, but it was a great game. I wish I had some blocks back, and you know, I wish I was 100%. But you know, that's what it is. I just wanted to play with my brothers.
You've been in a lot of SEC games in your career. How physical was that game Saturday?
I mean, it was pretty physical. Every SEC opponent is going to be a good physical battle, especially the #1 team in the nation. But you know, kudos to them. You know, they came out there with a great game plan, and they was out there physical.
You feel like y'all learned something about the offense in that game against Georgia?
I feel like we got the confidence that we really needed. We were like, damn, like we could do this, you know. And then after we realized that, we just got to keep building on it. You know, every week you just got to keep improving and improving. If you don't keep improving, you know, that's where you see, like, you know, the wins and the losses, you know, and all that stuff happens. So.
Have you seen Brock's confidence improve from week 1 to now as he's had that starting job and kind of getting more comfortable back there?
No, absolutely, man. Brock been a tremendous leader, a tremendous player. He just going to keep doing his thing, get balling out, just keep trusting the process. O-line, we just got to keep doing better job of protecting for him. And then, you know, we're going to get the outcome that we want.
You guys have played some pretty good defenses in week 2 and 3, but you guys have also ran the ball very well as well. What are you guys maybe seeing, and why are you guys getting those holes open so easily?
Really just trusting what Coach Wolf preached to us throughout the week and just executing the game plan, really buying in, really locking into the task at hand, and really just fighting for our brothers.
What's the potential like in your mind if you get the passing issues straightened out?
Man, it's limitless, you know, it's limitless. We're just going to keep improving on it, just keep getting better. All areas up front, receivers, quarterback, we just going to keep building on it, and then it's going to come together real soon. I can guarantee you that.
Anything that Brock tells y'all that you got to improve on, just from his standpoint, from his point of view, that you guys have taken and said, oh, we need to do better with this?
Man, nah, man. Brock the type of cat, he get hit in the chair, he was like, you okay? He was like, yeah, I'm okay. Even though you could tell, he was like, yeah, that's a pretty hard hit. But nah, Brock just, you know, just a fearless leader, and he put his team before all. So just making sure that he built that confidence between, you know, the both of us, and it's gonna come together. We just gotta keep improving.
Thanks, Gerald.